Every single day was hell for me. Locked within the four walls of my home, which then felt like a prison. I couldn't go nowhere because the world was on lockdown. I felt like my life was as well ending with the world. I couldn't recognize who I was anymore. That strong, fierce woman on the outside had been reduced to a piece of useless rag trampled upon each day. Every day I tried so hard to conceal my screams and tears amidst the slaps, shouts, and fists laced on my body. I was afraid my neighbors may hear me. I was afraid to bring disgrace to my marriage. I was afraid to be known as the weak woman who couldn't keep her man at all costs, even if it meant losing her life. I was afraid to share and talk about how my life had turned into a misery. Oh dear, I blamed myself. I put down every single experience, pouring out my heart on paper. Every day I was tempted to spill blood. I decided to spill my ache instead, hoping one day I get the grace to fight, to walk out, and to share the stories with some other woman somewhere who might be in my shoes, miserable and holding herself responsible for this misfortune. Looking at the mirror now, I see those scars, those marks that remind me of very dark times. A time I cared so much about my image in public. A time I made stories to hide my face. A time I totally blamed myself for all my trauma. Every day I get to share my story with women out there. I am reminded about how much I love and care for myself. How I was able to find strength through those pages, filled with pain and tears. I showed the world that this is hope, and I am reminded that scars are for victors. And yes, I am a survivor. Through my experiences, I hope 1, 2, or maybe 1,000 of women find liberation, find healing, and also remind them that they too can have lives beyond their scars.